Somebody else?
Is the EPA's hands still tied? They are, aren't they?
Yeah, I believe that they are.
Because of Bush, right?
Yeah,
He signed the law, didn't he?
well, you know, the EPA was getting aggressive, and I don't believe that Obama's going to be better. I'm not trying to draw partisan lines, but you know, they came out and they said there was a problem in Parker County. They came out and said there's a problem in Dimmick, Pennsylvania. They came out and said there's a problem in Pavilion, Wyoming. And they reneged on every single one of those.
But Obama's just trying to survive. Bush wasn't.
And they left those people hanging. I know every one of those people. I know the people in Parker County, I know the people in Pavilion, Wyoming, and I know the people in Dimmick. You know, a guy showed up last week from Dimmick, and he had the paperwork that showed all the chemicals that was still in his water. And the EPA said, your water's fine. And this guy walked up to him and said, whatever you do, don't bathe, drink, or cook in this. But the letter said it was fine. You may hear more about that. Yes, sir.
Well, I'd like to say a couple things. I really appreciate your presentation. My name is Tillman. A lot of people here know me. I'm a retired scientist from Dow that has crossed over to the other side at this point. He's got plenty of time down there in the Permian Basin, Pecos, working in the gas plants, lovely town, Freeport, Texas. A lot of years there. But this is a very complicated problem because it's such a big one. There are literally trillions of dollars at stake over gas prices. We came very close here, right in Emmett County, when these clowns from Oil Nigerian, which was a front for Chesapeake, came up here and they tried to lease our land where the wastewater treatment plant was out on Hathaway Road. We had a square mile, it's all dug up, it's contaminated. So it was the perfect place to do a frac job to explore the shale. Fortunately, I'm the vice chair of the board and I fixed it and it didn't happen. That's just one minor little thing. And the reason why this is happening, money, but it's cheap and it works. And what really makes me mad about it is it's going to destroy the prospects for alternative energy for 30 or 40 years. And this is the third time in my career now where I put a lot of energy into alternative energy processes and then watch the oil and gas industry come up with a way to drive pricing down to a point where alternative energy doesn't make sense. With frac gas, you can make electricity for 5 cents a kilowatt hour with a windmill or solar cells at 15 to 20 cents. So it's just that simple. Frac gas is destroying the solar industry in America right now, the part that the Chinese have.
Well, the only reason that they're able to do that is because they're exempt from so many laws and so many regulations.
Well,
if they were held accountable,
that
they
is the problem.
not
You say go meet your representative. Well, your representative cares about campaign funds, and they got it. And I see two lines of attack here that may work, and one of them is requiring some kind of strict liability for damage they do. And if you can include diminished property value in that, you've got it. Because you put one of these wells next to your house, you saw what it did to your buddy's property taxes. A third. So that's one line of attack. You gotta have something to tell the legislature. Stricter liability for diminished property values and environmental damage. Reasonable prices for the water they use and reasonable restrictions on how they use it and dispose of it. Because here in Michigan, we have the problem that the reinjection wells are shallower than the shale formation. The shales at 10,000.
I got a better idea. Vote out Schneider.
It won't change a damn thing.
Oh yes, it will.
Look at Obama. Please, I have the floor for a minute. Obama, you're right. He's worse than Bush in some ways environmentally. I'm a supporter. So that's a mystery. But maybe the injection wells are another place to attack this, because without those injection wells, they got nothing. The oil and gas leasing business is a sleaziest business I've ever been